First up is Maxine, the sequel to X and its prequel Pearl. In this film, it follows Maya Goth's character Maxine on the back of the events of X, and she continues her journey towards fame and becoming an actress in the 1980s. Ty West again is at the helm, and knowing that, it's going to be a bloody good time, and I'm quite excited to see where the next installment takes things. Next up is Terrifier 3. Art the Clown is back, and you just know in the back of Terrifier 2, where the gore was insane, that it's going to be taken up several notches on this occasion, and I can't wait to see what Damien Leone has got in store for us this time. Next up, we have Smile 2. I watched the first Smile movie not so long ago, and I didn't have very high expectations, to be honest, but I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was very well made, some quite good scares in there, and I had a bloody good time, must admit. Yeah, so quite excited about part 2 and see where it goes. And next we have Saw 11. I'm actually really excited for this one. It's been a long time since I was overly excited by any Saw movie, until recently I watched Saw X, which saw the return of Tobin Bell's Jigsaw, and I thought it was the best installment by far since at least the second movie, and I'm really hoping that this next movie delivers just the way Saw X did. Like I say, a lot is known about the movie right now. There's no plot details being released, and we don't know who's returning. We don't know if Tobin Bell's going to be in it, but whatever the case, on the back of Saw X, I'm quite excited, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in this one. At last, in 2024, we are going to be getting another Alien movie, this time by Fede Alvarez, Alien Romulus. It's apparently been set between the first Alien and the second movie, Aliens, so it's going to be set somewhere between there. I think Alvarez done an amazing job with the Evil Dead reboot, and Don't Breathe. I like his style. I think he's going to bring a lot of flair and scares to this franchise, which are badly needed in my opinion. There's not really been a really good Alien movie since James Cameron's Aliens, in my opinion, and I'm really hoping this is the first movie in a long time that really captures the spirit and atmosphere of the first two movies especially, so I'm really got my fingers crossed for this one. Next we have A Quiet Place Day One. I really enjoyed the first two Quiet Place movies. I believe this one is going to be a prequel. We're going to follow the creatures when they first started tormenting Earth's inhabitants, and we're going to see how that all unfolded. I don't believe John Krasinski is directing this one, and I don't believe Emily Blunt is involved in this one. Like I say, I could be wrong. I've not read loads of details on this one yet, because ultimately I want to go in this one with fresh eyes and not have much spoiled, because I really wanted to be surprised along the way with this one. So up next we have The Strangers Chapter 1, which is actually the first chapter in a brand new trilogy of movies, all to be released in 2024 I believe. I'm not quite sure we needed a reboot of Strangers all this soon, to be honest, or if at all, considering that the original stars Scott Speedman and Liv Tyler, I believe still stands up to this day. It's really eerie, it's got a great atmosphere, it's creepy, and it's one of my favourites, I must admit. So I'm not sure that I need a reboot, but again, because I really did enjoy the first movie all that much, I am quite excited to see what Renny Harlin can do with a brand new trilogy of movies. So that's one I think that can go either way, but yeah, I am quite excited to see it, if I'll be honest. Okay, this next movie is probably my most anticipated horror movie of the year, Abigail, from Matt Bettinelli Olpin and Tyler Gillette, the directors of the last two Scream installments. This stars Catherine Newton and Melissa Barrera, who also starred in the last two Scream movies. I watched a trailer the other day, and I must admit I got really excited. I think it's a great idea, great premise. A group kidnap a young ballerina and take her to a locked mansion, unaware that this little girl is no nice little girl. She is a bloodthirsty vampire, and they are going to find themselves in a nightmare as they try and survive the night, as this girl goes out her way to hunt them down one by one. At least that's how it looks from the trailer. Knowing how much I enjoyed Scream and Scream 6, and I know that's a bit controversial because not everybody enjoyed those movies the way I do, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with this movie, because again, the previous movie prior to Scream, Ready or Not, I really enjoyed it as well. I find their style to be right up my street, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. So I think it's released in April, and that's one I'll be checking out on opening night for sure. Next on the list we have The First Omen, which follows a young American woman in Rome who starts to question her own belief when she comes across a conspiracy to birth the evil incarnate. I'm not too sure how much new territory this film is going to cover, but nonetheless, I'm quite looking forward to seeing it. I'll definitely check it out, and it's definitely one of my top movies I want to see this year. And lastly on the list is Imaginary, a new film by Jeff Wadlow. I think I've only seen one of his movies. I've maybe seen more, but the one that comes to mind, I've seen Truth or Dare, which to be honest wasn't the best movie in the world, but it was quite a good fun little movie. Had a good bit of gore, which I quite enjoy. In this movie, I believe it follows a young woman who returns home after many years to discover that her imaginary teddy bear friend is not all that happy that she abandoned him, and starts wreaking bloody havoc on her and the people around her. I watched the trailer. I'm quite looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. I'm a sucker for this kind of movie. I know it's not up everybody's street, but it's definitely something that I'm excited to see, and I'm really hoping it delivers at least some scares. But yeah, that's it. That's my top 10 movies that I'm really looking forward to seeing this year. There are probably more that I've forgotten about, but there are definitely 10 that's been on my mind. So if you agree with these choices or you don't agree, maybe leave some comments down below. Tell me why you agree or why you don't agree. And if you've got any time, that would be great if you could hit a like on this video. Potentially hit that bell and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future content if you want to keep up with what I'm posting. If not, take care, and I'll catch you all soon.